Configuration. Quote of the day. Start telling yourself you can do. Students' objectives of today's class are: students will be able to recall isotopes and recall electronic configuration. This is a periodic table. Open this periodic table in front of you for better understanding. This periodic table is given on page number 44. Students, this is your book, page number 33. Open this page in front of you for better understanding the topic isotopes. Students, can you identify 3 similarities and 2 differences in these atoms? Yes, you can. Both the atoms have same number of protons, 8 and 8. Both the atoms have same number of electrons. Like I told you in previous slide that number of electron is exactly same as the number of protons. So 6, 8 number of electrons. And here also 8 number of electrons. Third, both have same atomic number, 8 and 8. And what is the differences? Both differ in total number of protons and neutrons. This means they have different mass number. Both have different number of neutrons. Here 8 number of neutrons and here 10 number of neutrons. So students, isotopes. The word isotopes was first used by scientist Sode. Isotope is a Greek word. Isos means same and tope means place. What is the definition? Isotopes are the atoms of an element whose nuclei have same atomic number but different mass number. And also we can say that isotopes of an element have same number of protons but different number of neutrons. Same number of atomic number, that means same number of proton. Different mass number means different number of neutrons. Here in this slide, examples. Isotopes of hydrogen. There are 3 isotopes of hydrogen. And these are the natural abundance of isotopes. Protium has 1 proton and no neutron. Deuterium contains 1 proton and 1 neutron. And tritium contains 2 neutrons and 1 proton. Protium has natural abundance 99.99%. Deuterium 0.0015%. And tritium is radioactive. It has unstable nucleus. Students, the uses of isotopes. As you all know that radioactive isotopes have many applications in science and medicines. Some of its applications are as follows. Like radioactive iodine-131 is used as a tracer in diagnosing thyroid problems. Sodium-24 is used to trace the flow of blood, and iodine-123 is used to image the brain. Cobalt-60 is commonly used to irradiate cancer cells, and carbon-14 is used to trace the path of carbon in photosynthesis process. Radioactive isotopes are used to determine the molecular structure and also used to study the mechanisms. Now students, let's start the topic electronic configuration. This is your book, page number 37. Open this page in front of you for better understanding the topic electronic configuration. So students, you all know the definition of electronic configuration. So what is electronic configuration? Electronic configuration is the distribution of electrons among the different subshells of an atom. Students, I want to recall Aufbau principle. You all know that what is Aufbau principle. According to this principle, electrons fill lowest energy subshell that is available first. This is the increasing order of energy of the subshell. Now, shells and subshells. Students, you know that shells is divided into subshells. Like in K shell, there is only one subshell. In L shell, 2 subshells are present. In M shell, 3 subshells are present. And in N shell, 4 subshells are present. And these are the maximum number of electrons in subshell. And these are the maximum numbers of electrons in shell. Now here I will show a video to elaborate the concept of electronic configuration.
To find the electron configuration for silicon, we first need to find the number of electrons for the element. We can do that by looking on the periodic table, finding silicon, and going to the atomic number. That's the number above the element symbol. It's the number of protons, but it's also the number of electrons. And once we have the number of electrons, we can use that to write the electron configuration for silicon. For silicon, we have 14 electrons to work with. We'll use the chart on the right to help us write the notation. As we go down the first row, we go through the 1s orbital, and the 1s orbital can hold up to 2 electrons. So we'll put 2 electrons in that orbital. We'll go down the next row, we have the 2s orbital. That also can hold up to 2. Then the third row, we start out with the 2p, and p orbitals can hold up to 6 electrons. Let's put all 6 in there, and we've used 10 electrons so far. We have 14. In the third row, after the 2p, we've gone to the 3s. S orbitals hold up to 2. Let's put 2 in there, we have 12. And then we go on to the fourth row, where we go to the 3p orbital. P orbitals hold up to 6, but we only need to put 2 there. That gives us a total of 14 for silicon. 2 plus 2 plus 6 plus 2 plus 2. That equals 14, and this is the electron configuration for silicon. This is Dr. B, and thanks for watching.
I hope students you all have understood the concept of electronic configuration. Now here I have a very quick recap for you. Point number 1, isotopes are atoms of an element that differ in the number of neutrons. Point number 2, the arrangements of electron in subshells is called electronic configuration. So here students, I have an assignment for you. This question is taken from review question number 3. The electronic configuration listed are incorrect. Explain what mistake has been made in each and write correct electronic configuration. So here I have a hint for you that electrons fill lowest energy subshell that is available first. Electron fill first in 1s, then 2s, then 3s, then 2p, then 3s, then 3p. Now question number 4. Which orbital in each of the following pairs is lower in energy? Problem solving strategy is the increasing order of energy of subshell is as follows. This is the increasing order of energy. I hope students you all have understood the concept of isotopes and electronic configuration. Thank you so much students.